Welcome to part 3 in our immune series. This one is on herbs that support your immune system, and I'm Dr. Mitch Kennedy with healwithnature.com. In previous segments we covered food and we covered vitamins. Now we're going to talk about herbs. I've got 7 different things you can try if you're interested. The first is elderberry. Now most people have heard of elderberry. It's tiny little purple berries. It's called Sambucus niger in Latin. And all things you should know about herbs are they all have a Latin name. And that's really important because you can actually get several different varieties of things. And if you pick the wrong one, like I talked about in one of our previous segments, it might not do anything for you. So it's really important that you know that. So it's called elderberry. It's a berry, obviously. It grows on a bush. You can actually grow your own elderberries, and they've been made into syrup, so you can get the over-the-counter version in a syrup. And that's really good too, very tasty. So kind of like blueberries. One of the things it does is the chemicals or substances in the elderberry bind onto bacteria and viruses and inactivate the ribosome, which is how the virus and bacteria duplicate itself by generating the genetic material that helps it spread. So that's one really cool thing about it. The other thing is it also binds onto the virus particle and makes them heavy, so they kind of can't move around as much. So the second herb that's useful in fighting viruses and bacterial infections is nettles. Its Latin name is Urtica dioica, and it grows everywhere. It grows all over Europe and North America. It's kind of like a weed. People don't pay much attention to it unless they rub up against it. And you might have, it's got little sticker things, so that's stinging nettles is one of its common names. So that part is very good for you medicinally. And you can make a tincture out of this. And one of the things it does is it is a endosome blocking inhibitor. So it keeps the viruses from getting into the cell endosome. And this is it's also an ACE inhibitor. So there's a lot of angiotensin converting enzyme cellular functions in the lung. And those are susceptible to various viruses. And so when the virus attaches to that, that ends up building up fluid in the lungs. It's really bad. So this has been studied clinically, and they see that it has this ability. You can drink it as tea. Yeah, you can get nettles tea. So it's like a dried, cut and sifted herb, and you just make a tea like you would with green tea, which we're also going to talk about. You can find it at the health food store. So small independent health food stores usually have a really good botanical herb section, and you can probably find it in very good tea stores. Like if it's just a specialty tea shop, they might have it. Sometimes you can order it online, but like we talked about in one of the previous sections about vitamins, you got to be careful because you don't know how old it is when you order it online. It could be sitting on someone's back shelf for several years, and what you really want is the fresh stuff because just like a lot of well, think of it like vegetables. You wouldn't want to buy old vegetables, right? They're all dried out and they don't taste as good. The third herb we're going to talk about is one of my favorites. It's called Andrographis paniculata. It's a lot of fun to say, and its common name is the king of the bitters. And it's because it's really, really bitter. It's a Southeast Asian herb. It grows all over the place as a weed, and basically it's the leaf and stem, and you usually take it as a tincture. If you don't know what a tincture is, I'll tell you briefly. You go to an independent health food store and you ask for their herbal tinctures. They take you back to this place with a bunch of glass bottles with dark liquid. It's an alcohol extract of the herb. And this gets the most important herbal parts or constituents out of the plant and into the alcohol. Now, you wouldn't take it straight up like that. You'd want to put this tincture into something else, like a glass of juice, with some water. They'll give it to you in a smaller bottle with a little dropper, and that's how you measure it out. So you always get the same amount, and they'll tell you how to take it. And you can put in anything that you think is going to make it taste better, because it is really bitter, unless you like bitter. So that's Andrographis. It's a great herb. Unsung hero. So our fourth herbal remedy is called Jade Windscreen, and it's an ancient Chinese remedy. It comes from Chinese traditional medicine. And if you ever gone to a acupuncturist or Chinese herbal medicine practitioner, they will know about this. This is so famous. It's been used for about 1,000 years. It consists of 7 herbs, and in combination, what they do is they build up the defensive Wei Qi of the body. And in Chinese medicine theory, the Wei Qi is the ability of your body to defend against invasions of cold wind or dampness or extreme heat. And they feel that those things damage the qi of the body, and then the pathogenic influence gets into your tissues. So it's a great general purpose immune boosting type of remedy. And you can find it at traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, acupuncturists, and maybe even some independent health food stores. So this is very famous. Now that they've studied Jade Windscreen on a molecular level, they know that these 7 herbs contain substances that are neuroamidase inhibitors, which are another great substance that keep viruses out of the cells of the body. Okay, so number 5 on our list of 7 herbs that can help boost your immune system is Larch arabinogalactans. Now, larch is a tree. It's kind of like a birch tree. Arabinogalactans are a type of sugar that comes from the fibers of the tree itself. So they take the tree and they chop it up and they extract these polysaccharides. And the great thing about this is it does a couple things. One, it's a fiber source, and most people don't get enough fiber in their diet, so it helps you have better bowel movements, for one thing. 2, it provides polysaccharides to your gut bacteria, and it helps promote growth of the good bacteria, which is a great thing. And then the third thing, it has these other substances that help build more natural killer cells. That's just a pretty cool name. NK cells are a certain type of white blood cell that are very active in surveilling the body for foreign pathogens. So you definitely want more of those. And that's Larch arabinogalactans. Now you can get those, most health food stores carry Larch arabinogalactans, and you could probably find them through a physician's medicinary too. Number 6 on our list of 7 herbs that you can use to boost your immune system is polyphenols. Now, you've probably heard about these. They're really common. You can see them in any dark fruit. So things like blueberries, boysenberries, mulberries, elderberries, and plums, for example, and cherries. And also found in chocolate. And also, to a lesser degree, in tea, too. So lots of great places, fun things to eat. You can grow mulberries. They grow like a fiend, and we had a tree once, and there's just all sorts of berries, and they're just delicious. You never find them in the stores because they don't travel well, so it's best to grow them your own. What do they do, you might say? Well, what do they do? They inhibit something in the virus that allows it to attach to cells. It's called hemagglutinin. And so one of the things it actually does is it inhibits that ability of the virus, and so that virus can attach, which is great because we don't want that. So there you go. The last one on this list of herbal and botanical things you can take to boost your immune system is green tea. And green tea has been in the news for all of its great anti-aging properties, but it also has substances that help boost your immune system, and we're going to talk about that. So green tea has a thing called catechins. And catechins can cross-link with substances in the surface of the virus and cause it to sort of harden up and not be as flexible. And since it's not flexible, then it doesn't move around as much. It gets sort of like all stuck. The idea is green tea you drink, right? So if you like tea, switch over to green tea. If you don't like green tea, try jasmine green tea, which has a great aroma. It smells like fresh flowers. It's beautiful. And you can get those at health food stores, tea shops, and even green tea is, a lot of it's grown in China, so you can even get it at Chinese herbal stores or in the China merchandise district of your big city or something like that. And there you go. That's 7. I hope you enjoyed this. We've got a handout for it, and at the bottom of the handout are all of the scientific studies and papers that relate to the things I talked about that were kind of complicated. So if you're the kind of person that wants to geek out and check those things out, you'll see that I'm not full shit. Well, I can't say that. You'll see that I know what I'm talking about. Hi again. I just wanted to give you some encouragement because during this current global pandemic, things to support your immune system are getting increasingly hard to find. And I know I just listed a bunch of foods, a bunch of vitamins, and a bunch of herbs that you can take. Now, some of those are basic things like garlic. That's not a problem. You go to the grocery store and get that. However, other things might be harder to find. I want you to be persistent. Don't give up, okay? Try the local health food store. Try the chain health food store. Try the vitamin shops. Come to our website if you wish. We have physician quality supplements that we offer to people at 15% off so that they're more affordable for you, and the proceeds help support us making more videos to educate you about health. So if you wish, please come visit our site at healwithnature.com/deals, and I wish you success in finding what you need.